This is my short review for In Bruges, released in 2008. Basically, this tells the story of Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell, who are two kind of hitmen, and they go out on the lam, like, just to lay low while the heat dies down after a murder. And basically it's about the chaos they get themselves into while they're there, and related to their mob boss back at home, back in England. I've been wanting to see this movie for a while, and it was requested of me to see it, and I thought, wow, I'll give it a go. Like, and I do apologise, I've been getting too many requests lately, I do apologise for that. But yeah, I've been wanting to see this movie for a while, and I have to say, it's bloody brilliant. Really amazing. Mainly for two reasons, maybe a few actually. Well, it's hilariously funny, quotable, one of the most quotable movies I've ever seen. Literally just so many quotes I could riff off, but I won't because they're too, too much swearing in them. Good kind of, very dry kind of sense of humour, very British sense of humour, or Irish or whatever sense of humour. The film looks really good. I think that's half to do with where it's set though. For all its kind of comedy and all that, what really surprised me was how good it was in the drama department. There's a narrative thread about a murder that Colin Farrell committed that he isn't happy about and all that, and it really it surprised me how good, one, that Colin Farrell was in this film, and two, that there was this emotional subplot or emotional, well, it was the plot really. There's another point about the plot I want to get to in a minute, but the fact that this guy was a broken man, he really is a broken man, and the comedy is kind of, you get the feeling that his comedy is like a mask almost, and maybe his violence as well and his short temper is a mask for a real broken man. And I was really surprised about that. I didn't expect any of that, and it was a lot more emotionally impactful than I could have ever expected. Really good, both from Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson as well, so I was really happy about that. There was kind of a good broken man thing with Colin, and a really good thing with Brendan when he was like the friend trying to help, which I thought was really, really good. One more point I'd like to make on there's nothing really bad. There's nothing bad I can say. It's a brilliant film. The next point I want to make on the good side, I thought the narrative was very interesting. It kind of meanders in a way it kind of goes around, just round and around like that, in a way that you don't really know where it's going. It's quite interesting because it starts off and you think, well, what's going to happen here? They're on the lam, yeah, but beyond that, it did feel like it was just going to be them in Bruges, just getting up to things and swearing and things, which is what it is, but there is that emotional subplot as well, and kind of a thing with their boss, which makes it more into a kind of conventional movie. But it is interesting how they it starts off not knowing where it's going to go, and I think that's brilliant. And I would have still had a movie that didn't really have that emotional stuff and was just them swearing and saying things in Bruges and getting into adventures, but that it has that emotional impact, which really surprised me, was great, really great, and it didn't anchor the film down too much. You still was able to have fun and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as I say, it's not one of my best reviews, but honestly, see this movie if you haven't seen it. It's bloody genius. It's really good. It's one of my favourite movies of 2008, one of the best comedies and dramas of the last 10 years. I think it's genius. So check it out, and I'll catch you later.